Hello everybody. For some reason when I tab out of the game I can't keep the audio running for some reason. Sorry about that. How are we all doing this evening? The chat is already going quite quickly. I'll just say hello to everyone. Hello to what we got. We've got Pyramid Head. We've got Billy Mount. Thank you Darth Revan for hosting us once again. That's always helpful. Leading Blind, Psycho Studios, and Epic Candle. Oh, and Alasia. Hello! Hello, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me nicely. And it's all, fine. And yeah, let me see if I can get some background noise. There we go. Put the game on as well. Let me know how that sounds as well. And yes, we're doing, sound is a bit quiet. Okay. I appreciate that, Billy Mount. It doesn't anger me. It just confuses me. Hang on, let me just see if I can. Am I any better now? Oh yes. You're asking about stuff in the Discord, Alasia. I will get back to you in the Discord probably tomorrow now. Well, technically tomorrow, but as soon as I get off here I will put details in there, so don't worry about that. A bit better. Okay, cool. What else is there? I think that's okay. And also, can I just say, Leading Blind, this is not just spider babies this time. We also get suicide bomber babies as well. So yeah, they go hard on the dangerous babies. And as always, we'll just wait for everyone to sort of get here. I'm clicking buttons here. Hang on. There we go. Right, let's see if we can just keep it like that for now. Unfortunately, I can't keep the music running when I'm using OBS for some reason. It's very irritating. I hope everyone enjoyed the review I put up on Saturday. I hope that went well. Took me a while to get to putting one up, which I do apologise about. But I hope it was worth it. And there should be more incoming. Oh, hello, Jin Panfeather. And yes, I know people like the old intro, but I wanted to get rid of it, frankly. Not because I didn't like it or anything. I always enjoyed it and always defended the use of that song because I love that song. But it was just the fact that, yeah, it was quite a long intro and it just kind of detracted. I just wanted to get into it because when you think about it, if you're going through a huge list of videos, you don't want to have to sit through 40 seconds of an intro every time. Yeah, that was stupid on my part. So, yeah, okay. Let me just switch this, see if it works. There we go. Is that showing up on the thing? Yes, that works. Okay. And yes, these are indeed, we are in someone's brain. And if I may as well, this is something that not many people notice, but up here we have marker speech, which is interesting. And I believe, if the translation I found is accurate, I believe that one says, in the end, it all comes down to just one little thing. And then, down here, if I can get the whole thing in. I can't get the whole thing in for some reason. That one says... That one says, unity after death, unity forever. So there you go. Will I review the AVP movies? What are you talking about? I've done both of those. Decades ago. They've been on the channel for ages. I did the first AVP when I was still on Blip. Bloody hell. So yeah, that's old. That's really old news. Anyway, let's stop doing this crap. Oh, I got controller here. I should use that. Oh, both won Blip apparently. Okay, right. So let's have a look. Let me know if this sounds okay, because it might sound a little loud, and I can turn it down though. And yes, Jinpan, this is Dead Space 2, my favourite of the Dead Space games. We are actually in the brain of Isaac Clarke. We are in the brain of Isaac Clarke, and if you actually look around, you can see fragments of the marker. As well as that, I don't know what that one says, but I think that might be a different one. There's quite a few around. Let's see if I can find that one, actually. What does that one say? No, I can't find that one. But I think that one is actually different. It might be the same. I could be wrong on that one, but you never know. And the reason why it's called Dead Space, Jinpan, is because in this future, humanity has found that we are the only things left. And in Dead Space 3, that it actually does explain why we are the only living creatures in all of the galaxy. Has the Request a Review Patreon become available, or have they already been taken? They have not been made available. Basically, the plan was to release one of the Request reviews and then open it up, because I would have gotten rid of the backlog. Unfortunately, Request views, as I've mentioned in previous streams as well, Request views, I can't speak. Jesus Christ. Request reviews take a lot longer because I don't pick them, so they take a lot longer. And unfortunately, it was taking way too long to get it done. I'm going to go back to it, but right now I'm doing things that just to sort of revitalize my brain. So once I go back to that, then we'll get back onto the Patreon thing. I'm thinking of mixing things up too, so we shall see. So anyway, right, a little bit of backstory for this. This takes place after Dead Space... God damn it, what was it called? Dead Space Aftermath, I think it was. And Aftermath, as you can expect, takes place after the first game. And it follows the adventures of a few random characters. But they go back to Aegis 7, where you were, and they found that although the marker was destroyed, pieces of the marker still exist. And the way the marker works is that there are even a piece of the marker has the whole code that it is transmitting, so it was still doing what the marker does, just in a smaller fragment. But they took it and they went mental, as you expect. Now, it doesn't explain in the game, so that's why I'm explaining it now. In that, there is a character called Nolan Stross. Nolan Stross was a scientist. He took the marker fragment. He experimented on it and went crazy in a very specific way. He went crazy the similar way Isaac Clarke went crazy. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in his brain. There's also in the film, it's actually quite fucked up because he actually kills his wife and child because he thinks they are creatures, but they weren't, and he is the one that's crazy. It's kind of fucked up. Also, that's the one with Christopher Judge in. It's actually pretty good. I have seen the Hannibal TV series, and on the Patreon page, that's one of the goals. If I get to a certain amount of money, I will review the entire Hannibal series. So yeah, anyway, that's holy crap. Is that 300 twiddlies from Psycho Studios? Jesus Christ, man. Thank you very much. That's unexpected, but thank you very much. How exactly do the creatures that create the necromorphs? From the books, I believe they are actually people who mutate in a very specific way, so they do actually get created from people. And it's a bit weird because after the first Dead Space, the infectors, that what they're called, in Dead Space 1, the infectors only turned rather dead bodies into special necromorphs. However, after Dead Space 1, infectors just became infectors. Wow, bloody hell, everyone's giving twiddlies tonight. 10 twiddlies from Darth Revan. Bloody hell. That's more than I've had in a long goddamn time. Wow. Really appreciate the twiddlies. Thank you very, very much. From what I can tell, yes, the marker drives people crazy, and then depending on what the person is like, sometimes it drives them crazy and it does things that the game will explain, or it'll just mutate them into necromorphs. They'll either kill themselves or something will happen and they will mutate. I've seen both animated movies, Darth Revan. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's watch previously on Dead Space, because it's narrated by that awesome voice actor. Oh, bugger. Sorry. Yeah, for some reason the thing is really quiet. Hang on, let me fix that, and we're going to have to go again. Mainly because I really, really like it. Let's have a look. See if I can fix this for me. There we go. Because I think what the problem was is that it was really loud for me, but quiet for you. So, yeah. Anyway. Do apologise for that. Hopefully it's going to be fine now. Let's try it again. Previously on Dead Space. Jesus Christ.
By the 25th century,
is that better?
Earth's resources were ravaged, consumed, exhausted. Desperate and on the verge of extinction, we cast out into the void of space and discovered rich
worlds
waiting to be cracked open.
This is the
and stripped bare.
How planet cracking became a thing.
Devoted to this effort. The planet crackers were built. The USG Ishimura, the first and most famous. Planet cracking became routine. Its spoils kept us alive. Eventually, greedy eyes fell upon Aegis 7. Restricted for centuries for reasons unknown, greed and corruption saw to the demise of caution.
This is actually clips from the films as well, by the way.
There, buried beneath the surface, an artifact. The red marker. Long lost and long forgotten.
That's from Dead Space Extraction.
Once called my own had found its holy grail. The key to human immortality. Also, we thought. bred insanity, murder, and chaos. It bred necromorphs.
I do like that line.
Those who escaped the planet fled to the safety of the orbiting Ishimura.
This is Shuttle CS-04. The colony's overrun. We can't go back.
The scourge released upon Aegis 7 came with them.
I'd say the films are worth a watch. I mean, they're not exactly canon, but they're worth a watch.
Within hours,
Aftermath is more canon than Downfall.
the corporation dispatched a small repair crew to check on its investment.
Seems like everyone was trying to pack in a hurry.
Among the crew was an engineer, Isaac Clarke.
Isaac, it's me.
He had something special aboard the Ishimura.
I wish I could talk to you.
Hello, Otto the engineer. Welcome.
In the darkness, Isaac found death. And the red marker.
The red marker. I do love the red marker. It's one of my favourite things in video games.
It was man-made, and it could be used to stop the outbreak.
No, it couldn't.
Isaac also found Nicole.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you.
Dead by her own hand, she was an apparition of the marker. Isaac engineered his escape. But everything else was destroyed.
Well, not really. The next chapter for Isaac Clarke begins.
3 years later, he wakes in a hospital on Titan Station, an Earth-gov metropolis on Saturn's largest moon. Isaac has survived, but his mind is no longer safe. For the marker changes all.
Yes, indeed. Now, what I find really interesting about that previously is that without it, the game makes a lot less sense. Because in the game, when you start a new game, you literally just start on Titan Station, and they never tell you why. They never actually tell you what happened after the first Dead Space. At least that previously gives you something, and you can miss it. People do miss it. I missed it the very first time I played this game, and it's like, that's kind of essential. You could have told us that. But they just... I mean, I get they wanted to get straight into the action, I suppose, but, you know, give us some context. I like a bit of context in, like, you know, horror games. Anyway, we're going to go... Oh. I didn't remember what these were, but... For veteran Dead Space players, ammo and health are less plentiful and enemies are more deadly. Ammo and health are very scarce and enemies will brutalize you. Finish the game at any difficulty and you can play on hardcore. No. I'm just going to go normal. I'm not proving anything, frankly. I wouldn't be surprised if this video again is going to get copyright flagged again by EA. Because they're bastards. Speak of the devil. If I did Zealot difficulty, we would never get anywhere.
Come in, Isaac. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Isaac.
Jesus, the lag on that.
Time difference. I'll call you back later.
It's okay. How you doing?
Good. You're right, Isaac. The Ishimura
I mean, let's be honest.
ship. I am
She's
so
doing a lot better
lucky
than
to
last
be
time. She's a
serving
lot more
aboard her.
high poly count.
Enjoy it while it lasts. You know they're gonna decommission her next year.
Isaac,
And Isaac just looks completely different,
For what?
which I always find funny.
for just pushing me to do this. I mean, if it weren't for you, I never would have made it this far. Because you.
Isaac
made
had
me
a
stick
face
with
in the
it.
last one. You can see it twice.
I'll just remember I'm giving you up for 6 months. So
You see it at the end, and you
You
can
know
actually
what,
see it at the
we must be
beginning.
getting arranged there tonight. Isaac,
I can see marker signal in that static.
Isaac! You were drifting away for a moment there, Mr. Clark. I believe you were telling me about your nightmares that you've been having. About your dead girlfriend. What was her name?
Nicole.
I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted
Can
to
move
see
a bit,
you
but
again.
not much.
Just once. I loved you. I always loved you.
Yes.
I gotta admit, the
Nicole Brennan.
mind-bending
She was
stuff,
a senior medical officer stationed aboard
really
a
great in
Planet
this game.
Cracker class vessel.
The Ishimura.
USG Ishimura. Yes.
Yes.
Part of a mining operation on Aegis 7. I understand communications went down shortly after their arrival. You were part of the repair mission. A mission for which you volunteered, am I right?
I thought it was search and rescue.
What did you find aboard that ship, Isaac?
I found something.
The marker.
What did they find aboard the ship, Isaac?
The marker.
Did you have contact with this marker? It made you see things, didn't it?
The marker
Things you
looks so
didn't
cool in
wanna
this
see.
game. Oh shit.
It spoke to me.
What did it say, Isaac? What did it say to you, Isaac? Isaac.
Well, that's fucked up. Yeah, she's not so much a good guy in this one. Oh, here we go.
Isaac.
They really kind of throw you in at the deep
Can
end.
you hear me? Dana, I found Isaac Clark. Repeat, I have him.
Great work, Franco. Be careful. He's been out a long time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Steady. We gotta get you out of this straitjacket. Where am I?
Yeah, this is not going to go well.
I know you're confused right now. I can explain everything, but you gotta trust me, okay? Listen,
Boom.
you're in terrible danger.
Infector. That's what infectors do. And then his face falls off. Damn, that's fucked up. And he just headbutts him. I love that. He just headbutts him. And now we gotta run like hell.
Isaac! Isaac Clark, if you can hear me, run!
Because they really don't let you breathe. Oh, this way. Ah. Hope I'm pressing the right button. Yep, I was pressing the right button. Again with the deadly doors. Okay. That was supposed to damage us. We're supposed to have a red rig. Look at the head roll. Rolling. Keep those heads a-rolling. Oh, and the leg. Oh, and this guy's just died. To be honest, probably for the best. And that's pretty much where my game ends. I just find that so funny. Because that is literally... When I played this on PlayStation 3, that is literally where my game ended. Because that's all that was loaded before the game crashed and bricked my system. No, I don't need to save. Is that the alien? So yeah, this game has always got a... has always remained in my head. Oh, lovely. Because it bricked my PlayStation 3. I'm pretty sure we're past that, dude. This is where the game gets a bit spooky. And you know, you gotta... here comes Nolan Strauss. This is very important to the game, in fact.
eye's looking much better today, yes? Don't you think?
It hurts. It still hurts.
Yes, I'll schedule you for another session tomorrow.
No, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I can take another session.
There. First thing tomorrow. Now let's talk about what you saw today. Come on, Strauss. I'm here to help you.
It was black. Deep black and glowing red with symbols. Symbols whispered to me. And what did the symbols whisper to you?
Creepy.
Come on, Strauss. What? It was just short. It was just short, but it put so much stuff in my head, so much shit in my head. There's no more room for anything. I can't remember what he looks like. I can't remember.
The symbols, Strauss. What did the symbols tell you?
They told me that it wasn't my fault. I didn't kill him. They didn't deserve this, and I didn't deserve this. Fucker.
Put Mr. Strauss back in stasis, adjust his medication up 30 milligrams, and we'll try another session first thing in the morning.
There you go. That gives you a little bit of background on Nolan Strauss, who we'll be meeting eventually. And you got to appreciate how much better this game looks now as well. Uh-oh, here he comes. I always wonder what he was writing on the... What is he saying? He just seems to be making scratches on the window. Oh yeah, he's nuts.
Come on, man. Patient 4. I remember you. Tied said all the key subjects need to be eliminated, terminated. We're doing more. Listen to me, man. What matters? Listen to me. We can both get out of here. Just cut me out of this straitjacket. No one's getting out of here alive. Don't do it. There's no escaping from what I've done. Take it easy, buddy. Just take it easy. Your rig is red. It's red. There's a health pack and a flashlight in that wall locker. You should grab them.
Excellent. Flashlight. That'll help.
Go ahead.
Also, again, with the rig. This, I mean, from all intents and purposes, right, Isaac Clarke looks as healthy as can be. There's nothing really wrong with him. Yes, he might be limping a little bit, but there's nothing specifically wrong with him. So why is it so red? Surely, I mean, one more little bit on that gauge and he is dead, okay? So how can he be so close to death and yet not look like it? The rig has always confused me. Oh, there we go. We got a torch.
Isaac, we're all gonna burn for what we did to you.
You got to give him some props. He committed to that. That was a full-on commitment. Oh well. I literally kicked him in the balls. Yes. Oh god, here she comes.
Isaac Clarke, is that you?
Who are you?
My name is Dana. I'm the one trying to rescue you.
Why? What's going on?
You're suffering from a unique form of dementia, Isaac. Something you contracted on Aegis 7.
How do you know that? How do you know all this about me?
Your dementia will kill you. But if you can get here, I can treat you and get you to safety.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm not the one shooting at you.
Fuck.
Just follow the route I'm sending you.
Yeah, we haven't got an objective yet. Oh, creepy. Oh, there we go. See, it curves. Can you believe it? It's taken, what, 3 years since the last game and to get curves on this thing? Creepy wheelchair. Not too sure what these people died from. They don't seem to have died very violently, considering they're still in their seats. Okay, maybe not. Maybe that guy's got no head, so never mind. Has he got a head? Yeah, he got a head. Anyway. Jesus Christ. I was expecting that as well, and it still scared the crap out of me. Right, now we'll save. That first save point is completely pointless. That was quick and painless. Oh, shower time. For a shower, they really made it look as nasty as possible, didn't they? I mean, it's just disgusting. It's all... I mean, even without the blood, it would be disgusting. Thank you to the last Kryptonian for subscribing to Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. Oh. Yeah. You think they would have revoked his access? You know, because usually when you're sectioned... Oh, hello. I guess he wasn't very keen on me. Yeah, a bit of Alien Isolation for you. Before Alien Isolation, so this game did it first. And... Boop. Oh boy. I forgot about this bit.
Isaac, what happened? Are you alright?
Why are you helping me?
If Tideman finds you, more people will die.
Including me.
Not if you follow my route.
I don't like this.
You don't have to like it. Just hurry before you get locked in.
Telekinetic surgical bed or something like that. I don't know why it needs to be telekinetic. Surely we've perfected the bed. You know, we've perfected the surgery table by now, surely. Why does it need to be telekinetic? Because I don't know about you, right? But when having surgery, I don't want to be floating up and down in a very non-specific way. Anyway, the Kinesis module has had a bit of an upgrade. It actually encourages you to fire shit at people. Here they come. And it's surprisingly effective. And you can take blades off necromorphs as well. Come on, you bastard. I'll have your hand as well. Don't need to take any with me. Okay, thank you. Oh, what was that? Yes, health. Nearly at half health. Shit. Shit. Crap, 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 crap. Quickly, please. Oh, crap. There you go. That was close. Gimme. Like little pinatas. What's weird about the controls, I should say, is that for some reason, right, forward and back is fine, but like left and right has this weird lag on it. It's very strange. Yes, I know about looting corpses. Just because I can. Wow, they really... That's not good. Oh! I must admit, the whole hitting things is a lot more visceral now. I don't know why, it just feels chunkier. Uh-oh. Yeah, one moment, one moment. Oh, yeah. Yeah, one moment, one moment. You're not going anywhere. You'll be fine. He won't be fine. Can't take pieces off living ones, apparently. Oh, plasma energy. He's flailing too much. You can't even get close to that guy. He's the reason why you can't leave the room, you see. Because you need to get the plasma cutter.
What the fuck are you doing?
I mean, that's kind of messed up. Open heart surgery.
Jesus, man. Help me. Would you fucking help me?
In time.
Calm down. I'll cut you out of there. Is that a tissue laser? A plasma cutter?
Oh my god!
Yeah, this is not going to go well.
What the fuck are you doing? Shit! Help! I'm trying!
To be honest, he doesn't seem that immobile. But I guess it was just his arms. Oh, hello. Ah, it's good to be back. I miss it. I like that. The cocking mechanism of it is quite well done. I like the design of this one better, to be honest.
Isaac, it's Dana. You have to dismember the creatures to stop them.
Yes,
I know.
I fucking know.
Just try to stay in one piece.
Thanks.
You don't have to tell me 6 times in a row. And you're telling me again. I don't know why people have a need. Pleasant. Too pleasant. Oh! Oh, you bastards. You bastards. I just nicked some dead guy's money. Which direction? Somebody's twitching. I think you're the twitcher. Stab it. Oh, I should cut off their limbs. Okay, thank you. I didn't know that. That's one thing I just didn't know. Where am I going? This way. Plenty of plasma energy again. Yes, I've worked out the bloody reload function already. They just didn't shoot them off enough. Thank you for telling me 3 times in a row. Oh my god. What is with these games and telling you the obvious? Which ironically isn't actually the case in the third one. In the third one you just shoot them. Which is really depressing because it's so dull. I'm sorry if people like the third one, but it is so demonstrably dull compared to the other two. It has some good ideas as well, which is the shame. And it's not Visceral's fault, it's EA for being dickheads. Did I just go back the way I came? Text log. Text log. The patients are becoming agitated and combative with us as a result of the new regimen of memory-erasing drugs. I think we could all use some of those. They no longer remember who we are from day to day and must be convinced to leave their cells each morning. Don't give them memory-erasing drugs. Give them something else. Many are so frightened they require sedation to get to the interrogation chamber. So they have their memories erased, they are woken from chemically induced comas, and then given sedatives to even walk about. What's the point? I mean, they're not going to tell you anything of worth, surely. Orderly Goussetis, that's a name, Jesus, was bitten 3 times by patient 6 and 4 times by patient 8. It's weird how that works. Who now must be told why he has a broken jaw every morning. You are assured a constant supply. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Oh God. What's going on? Oh.
Come on, they're after us.
Wait! Who is? Who's after us?
He's a quick little bastard. Let's be honest, I could have made that. But Isaac seems to doesn't want to. I just shot him in the face.
Dana, your fucking
Didn't do
route
anything.
work. There's a security lockdown.
I told you to hurry. How'd you miss it?
Look, I don't need your help.
Fine. Let's see how long you last there.
I just hit him in the head. Just fire everything. Oh, you bastard. Is that it? That's it. Now we're stomping we go.
Okay, you're right. I do need your help. Talk to me.
Look, Isaac, we don't have to be friends. But like it or not, we're stuck together. Tideman's your enemy, not me. Alright, I found you a new route.
Fine. So where the hell am I?
How I know.
How did another necromorph outbreak get started?
You're on Titan Station orbiting Saturn. As for the outbreak... Shit! Tideman's jamming my signal.
Please refer all registrants complaining of anxiety and or psychological problems to the other hospitals in the area. We're booked and running low on mood-elevating medications. With the recent CEC layoffs and the increased tensions between unitologists and EarthGov, I thought that was enough of a spike in cases. This new wave is something entirely different. They're basically saying that something marker-related is affecting people's minds. As it does. Wish I could read what that said. Ah, crap. Wrong button. Crap. That button. Right. Oh, I got quite a lot, actually. That's not too bad. Always good to smash things as you go. I do like that bit of dialogue where he says, what was it he says? That, maybe I do need your help. The way I did it is like, maybe I do need your help, as he caves in a skull with the back of his boot. Actually, I think it's bare feet as well. Oh no, boot. That is weird. I still am not too sure what that is. I'm pretty sure it's some kind of stasis module. This will probably tell me. Ah, how convenient. Stasis bed 567844. Replaced tachyon unit. Degaussed emitter array. Calibrated Heisenberg forks. Induction coil. Yes, make your Breaking Bad jokes, please. Induction coil still not firing in sequence. Testing for shattered matrix. And your matrix jokes, in fact. Called into dispatch to cancel next appointment. This may take all day. Stasis bed. So stasis module is this. Yeah. Go spin it around till it turns blue. There we go. That's lucky. Whoa! What the fuck? I forgot. Bugger. Yeah, first death. Well, I forgot. That's actually kind of bullshit. That's actually a really bullshit way of teaching you to use your stasis module. It's like, we're gonna fucking kill you unless you use the stasis module. And yeah, and I forgot that was the what you had to do, unfortunately. See? There's no reason he should have been able to kill me in one hit. It's literally bullshit. Oh yeah, it's the acid spitters. To be honest, it's not that bad. There's another one. It's just basically showing you the new enemies. Ah, more power nodes. Excellent. And we should get our suit back soon, which is always fun. Oh, now the Predator's shown up apparently. Quietly hiding loading sequences. Uh-oh.
What the fuck?
That's so creepy. That was creepy. Counseling services. I love the way that sounds when you just burst them all at once. I don't want to die. I guess it didn't work. More text. A lot more text logs than I remember. Chairman Donovan, this is Dr. Brooks. I've said this many times and I'll say it again. I don't like the secrecy behind the new labs they've installed in the psych wing. It's been 3 years and we don't have the faintest clue what's going on. And that's going to fall off a shelf. Such secrecy has no place in an open and free society. Who said you live in an open and free society? Anyway, their networks are so isolated that we can't even tell they have one, let alone sift through it to see if anything unethical is taking place right under our noses. In other words, something unethical is taking place right under their noses. If we don't get some traction on this soon, I'm going to go to Tideman and insist on formal review of these policies. Oops. Wrong button. Oh, well, I'm getting a lot of power nodes. Hopefully I'll get a bench soon. So it just came from there. It's not this way. Getting plenty of ammo. What's that say? Oxygen in use. No smoking or open flames. Oh. Somebody fucked up. Oh boy. There you go. Basically, if you don't have a gun in those situations, you're kind of fucked. Because they wouldn't activate that shield automatically. You have to shoot it. That's a bit video gamey. Aha, the store. Beautiful. Just want to make sure I've gotten everything. Yep. Store time. Holy shit! You little bastard. You lured me. You lured me with the chance of power nodes. Crafty bugger. Right, I'm going to get a new suit and then I'm going to save.
Welcome to Microstore. CEC engineer Isaac Clark. Updating inventory to CEC engineering loadout.
Yes, it's just a vacuum out there. We are on one of Saturn's moons. I can't remember which one. Or I might be in orbit of one of Saturn's moons. I can't remember. Oh shit. Holy crap. For some reason, I have every single DLC weapon and... Shit. Every single DLC weapon and every single suit. Well, bugger. That's not good. I didn't expect this. That's the one we... See, all of this shit is free as well. Ah! Oh, man. It's, that's the suit we get anyway. Right, well, I'm going to get this one. Because it's part of the... That's the games. The original version's what you do, basically. Shit. Badass Isaac Clarke. The suit looks so good. I love the way that it actually looks like metal now, and it doesn't actually look like a fucking... Like he's wearing a pajamas onesie underneath the armor. Right, so that's the new suit. Well, that's the old suit. See, because we have agility plasma cutter. What the hell? Forged plasma cutter. Refurbished plasma cutter. Dead Space unlock used and refurbished by CEC. Yeah? Why not? I kind of want that. Because that's like... Yeah, that's basically because I played Dead Space. I get the original plasma cutter. Hell yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing. Cool. Go away. I want the original plasma cutter. Thank you. People want me to get the flashy suits. I don't know. See, the security ones, so that one there, that gives you weapons bonus on the detonator, the secret rifle, and the pulse rifle. Pointless, because I never use those. Maybe the pulse rifle, maybe once. That gives you increased stasis. Again, don't really use it. Stasis duration is increased. Don't really use it. Increased stasis. Don't really use it. Flamethrower, javelin, and force gun. Don't use them. Line gun, I do use. Detonator, contact beam. I mean, that's arguably the most useful right now. That's possibly the most useful one. An additional 10% healed when using med packs. An additional 15% when used. What? Then why the hell would you fucking bother with this? No, why would you bother? Fuck it. I'm getting the forged one. I am nothing but a people pleaser, so I will please the people. Yeah, that looks pretty badass. It's the same design, but it looks pretty badass. I like the color. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like that design. It's not too different as well, so I like that. Right, well, we got a plasma cutter. I don't need anything else. Fuck it. I'm just going to get everything. I tell you what. I am going to get everything I want. And then I'm going to up the difficulty. Because it seems a bit cheesy if I don't. So that has got damage and speed plus 10 plus 5% on secondary fire. Primary fire is plus 5 minus 10% on reload. Damage plus 5, reload minus 5. Secondary fire. I might get the heavy duty line gun. Yes. And I kind of want the pulse rifle because if I remember correctly, it's quite useful against the smaller little bastards. Reload and speed. It's a bit shit. What is that? We'll get the secret rifle as well because it's the only one there. +5 plus reload. Minus reload. Oh, that's secondary fire. Plus speed. That's the agility pulse rifle. There we go. Right. We are all stocked up. Wrong button. Yes, so we have the original plasma cutter, which is cool. I like that. I don't see a problem with having that. What else was there? We have the big ass line gun, which has actually got a line instead of 3 dots now. That's the Seeker rifle. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever used the Seeker rifle, but I believe it's like really powerful, just shots, kind of shotgun-like. And then the pulse rifle, which is just a machine gun, basically. Cool. And now we're going to save. Wait! No, we're not going to save. Hang on. Difficulty. We're going survivalist. I might regret this. I might heavily regret this. But, oh well. In for a penny.
Entering vacuum.
Is anyone going to pop out at me? Oh crap, I forgot. Would I ever stream Until Dawn? Maybe? I don't know if it's on PC. If it's on PC, maybe, because I can't really do console games. But I don't know if it's actually my kind of game, because it's not really, I don't know. Maybe. I'll leave that as a maybe. And we're barely in the game, and they're already throwing a boss at us. Oh, crap. Crap. There you go. Shit. Shit. Ow! Forgot those explode. Ugh. There we go. I gotcha. Whoa! Cheeky bastard.
Jesus. Dana, I'm out of the hospital.
Okay, the tram station is just beyond the apartment block.
Hang on. I need more answers. How long have I been here?
3 years. Tideman found you floating in space near Aegis 7 and brought you here for study.
Why can't I remember anything?
The marker you found imprinted your brain with a self-replicating signal. The longer you're awake, the more the signal spreads. It's killing you, Isaac.
I stand corrected. They do actually tell you what happens. They just don't tell you at the start, which I think is what the confusing bit is.
Get moving.
So I do remember being quite confused when I first played it. This game is actually starting to make me sweat. That's not good. Hey, I just got stasis. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. I'm going to keep doing that. Whoa, this is really close up. Why is that close? Okay. I really need a bench. And And let's be honest, money is completely fucking useless now. Oh, hello, Sly fan. I don't think I've seen you here before. Glad you're continuing the series. Dead Space 1 and 2 are amazing. Sadly, 3 really isn't as good. It has some good ideas, but it's ultimately flawed. Do I have an opinion on the Hellraiser reboot? Could be good, could be bad. No idea. It's literally a crapshoot at this point. But it's, if Cliff doesn't get his slimy fucking hands on it, we should be, you know, at least. Well, it's a crapshoot. I'm just gonna say that. Personally, I'd be happy if the series was just dead. We don't need any more. Just leave it. Ah, bench and store. Excellent. Audio log.
Listen up. This is Sorensen from CEC.
Oh my god.
It's the only way they go down. It's their limbs. That's the secret. Comms are down. We can't get a broadcast out, so tell everyone you see.
Thank you. You got to cut off their limbs, apparently. Because I've just been, you know, flailing about. Right. So. Plasma cutter, immediately. Always upgrade the plasma cutter, especially for this one, because if you get to the very end, it sets things on fire. So I'm going to go boom, boom, boom. And fuck it. And for when we get more next time, so we only need, technically we only need 4 to get the special. Plasma cutter's the best. Simple as that. Ah, there you go. There's new stuff in here now. I didn't check the plasma cutters, did I? That's the one I had, which is 2,000. These ones are free. Extra damage, meh, meh. And I don't think it keeps the upgrades either. I might be wrong though. Yeah, just regular line gun, regular javelin gun, and extra ammo. Let's sell that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do when they give me extra suits now. Because this suit is arguably the best thing I can ever wear. I could be wrong. I don't know. Ooh. I wonder why it was so quick then, and then I realised it's one of the tabulators. A very brief look at outside. This looks cool. I wish we could see more of the sprawl. That's where we are. Come on, run! Run! You can make it! No, you can't. That would take me a long time to get there.
Looters will be shot on sight. This is not a drill. Move immediately to the nearest evac route.
Ah, I forgot. I forgot about node rooms. It's not like I need them. Oh, chaos! Hey, oh. Alright, fuck it out. Infectors, stop it! Stop it! I always want to take out the infectors, regardless of whether it actually bothers me or not. hello, Trencher. Welcome. Hello? Oh, hello. Wow, Isaac. Isaac literally did fuck all there. Oh, shit.
Isaac! Isaac, over here!
Oh.
Who are you? It's the drugs, Isaac. They gave us drugs to make us forget. But it's all coming. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you calling me? Isaac! Isaac, look out!
Oh! No, you don't, you little bastard. And you. There they come. Come on. One of these doors they burst out of after you've heard something. I can't remember which one. That was clearly not it. Also, I like the intercom system. The little doorbell intercom thing. Basically what we have nowadays, just a bit more sci-fi'd up. Whoa! Fucking hell. Don't worry, I'll take care of your fucking mother. I think she was in here. Oh, sound went weird there. Come on. Hey, Granny. Seriously though, did she really think that this was still her mother? People are weird. Left the tap running. She clearly was a monster. That might have actually just been the woman coming back because she was pissed at me. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's footage. Is that actual footage? Hello? No. I didn't think these actually showed anything. I thought they were always static. That's cool. The fact that you can actually see inside the rooms. That's a nice touch. Hey, yeah. I mean, there's nothing to see, unfortunately. Because they could have gotten really fucked up with some of this stuff. No. Arguably one of the most messed up parts of the game, this. That's Silent Hill level fucked up. Yeah, I don't think that's laundry. I'm just gonna move on from that. And Isaac does fuck all as well. Shit. Oh, I love the face. The way the way the mask illuminates. That's so clever. Whoa, hello. Let's try something else. Let's try the Seeker rifle, because I've never tried it before. Yeah. I kind of like the Seeker rifle. Yeah. Whoa, hello. Okay, yeah, it's not as great. The Seeker rifle is not as good as the plasma cutter. I'll give it that. Whew. Yeah, I think it is more of a long distance weapon. And I'm out of ammo as well, because ammo's not going to drop for it for a while. Because I shouldn't have it. Ooh, hello. Oh, we're just on the other side. Okay. I'm just trying to get my bearings. People are leaving in droves. Of course they're leaving in droves. Why wouldn't they? Uh-oh. This is the one. Hello? One of these bursts open, I'm sure of it. Again, they could have done so much with those little... More crying babies. I think that's Crime Baby. I don't know. United Spacefaring Guild History Series. Titan Station. Conquering a Moon, Part 1 of 2. Planet cracking first became feasible in the decades following the discovery of the Unified Field Theory, which allowed us to control the graviton in the same manner we were accustomed to controlling the electron. With the advent of large-scale application of gravitron control, it became clear to the mining consortiums they had a new tool at hand. Shockpoint drives were in their infancy, so extrasolar mining was out of the question, and the dangers of planet cracking were still unknown. Saturn's moon, Titan, was selected as the site of the first moon harvest, as it was known back then. Oh, I see, as it was known back then. Saturn was as far from Earth as the consortiums were willing to work, and still have reasonable access to timely supplies and support. Spice must flow. That's genuinely the vibe I got from reading that. Oh. Marker.
There are necromorphs everywhere. Is the entire sprawl infected?
Yep.
How this happened? The marker was destroyed, Dana. I destroyed it.
You destroyed a marker, Isaac. Tiedemann built another one.
Yeah, he did.
Station? Why?
It's powerful alien technology. Tiedemann wants that power. Get to the tram. It'll take you to the Cassini Tower's premises.
Dana? Damn it.
Okay. Why is that moving on its own? I haven't noticed an increase in difficulty, I must say. Or maybe that's because I'm still in the first bits. I'm not taking any chances. You're right over there. Oh. Maybe not. I can't even shoot her. Wow. That ended quite quickly. instrument? 4 strings. Banjo, maybe? I don't know. Looks like some kind of space lute. Which is ironic, because that's exactly what I'm doing. Thank you. Right here. No, maybe not. Oh, creepy bastard. Whoa! I missed that. A ship crashes down there. I missed that. Sorry. Nice try, dude. Whoa! Where did he go? I gotta remember to switch to the pulse rifle if I encounter things like the really small ones, which are called the swarm, I think. Swarm of the horde or something like that. And the explosive ones. Huh? Speaking of which... Where are you, little git? There we go. Much better. Whoa! I panicked. Does changing the angle of the shots affect the damage done to enemies? It doesn't really affect the damage done. It just, you know, allows you to actually get a better shot on, say, arms or legs or heads and stuff. Whoa! Sorry. My bad. I forgot this had a grenade launcher, which is much better than the fucking whatever it was in the first game, which was just a spread shot. Excellent. Tell you what, I'm just gonna have a second because I'm getting a bit sweaty. Just give me a moment. I'm in a bit of a stretch. I can start and I can answer some questions if you want. Answer questions, make comments, whatever you want. Just having a little bit of a break. I have been going for an hour and a half, I think. Not too long a break, of course, just a short respite. You really liked my last episode. Thank you, Trencher. I like that you take the time to research the paranormal claims and stories behind the movies. Well, you say take the time. It's not actually that difficult. It's just the people who make the films don't do their research. I do more research than the fucking films do, which I find is hilarious. Which is going to be incredibly important considering what White Noise 2 does. Jesus. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You really don't need to see the film, Jinpan. But I mean, you're welcome to. I'm not going to stop you. But yeah, it's not really worth it. Yes, of course, there's a White Noise too with Nathan Fillion. And it's fucking awful. Not to spoil the review for you. Okay, granted, it's not terrible. It depends. It's weird. Oh, it's going to be a very interesting review. And boy, do I have to do a lot of research for the next one. Just to make sure everything's kosher. But I'm glad people enjoyed the video. Puppet Masters will always be there. They'll always be coming back every so often. Just because they're not there right now doesn't mean they won't be coming back. It's still a goal to finish them all. Checking my email, 1 second. There we go. Have I ever played Doom 3? Yes, I've played Doom 3. I played it when it first came out. All those many, many, many years ago. Not that great. I think it had an image problem. It didn't know what it wanted to be. It didn't know whether it wanted to be Doom or some horror, like kind of, you know, like a Ghost Train kind of vibe. It was weird because it was like trying to be really scary at the start, you know, and it was like, and I liked the vibe of the start of Doom 3, but then it tried to become what Doom was. But still keeping the scary. So it had this weird sort of vibe that kept flipping back and forth, and it was not great. Of course, Doom 2018, 17, whatever the hell most recent Doom came out, that was fantastic. I love that Doom. Watched anything weird lately? Yes! Oh, yes, I have. I completely forgot. Oh! I completely forgot something I can talk to you people about. Oh, now, every so often, I like to go on Amazon Prime or Netflix and just watch the shittest horror movies I can find. Or just horror movies that sound interesting, but I pretty much know are going to be shit. Right? It's like a weird obsession of mine. I've got this weird sort of collection of films where I go, that's bad, that's good, that's bad, that's good. And I do find the occasional rare gem. It's really weird, and that's why I love doing it. And it's weird. And just most recently, right, I watched, like, I didn't watch that many, but I watched 2. I think, yeah, that was it, because I watched 2 recently. One was a sequel. Right. Now, the first one I watched, it was a film called Escape Room, right? Now, there is a film called Escape Room that came out this year. It's not that film. Right? So forget about that film. And yes, it's called Escape Room. I know. Fuck me. Right. But it's really weird because this film called Escape Room, I think it was made in 2017, right? No, there's no moose head. I don't know. No Moosehead. But it's a film called Escape Room, made in 2017, right? And what's weird, it's like really low budget shit horror with barely anything to it. But you've got actors like Skeet Ulrich and Sean Young is in it. She was in fucking Blade Runner and she's doing this shit. Anyway, the film is weird because because even though it's called Escape Room, which sounds like it's gonna be, I mean, the marketing, like the posters and shit, make it seem like it's gonna be some kind of Jigsaw knockoff. Not like that at all, right? I'm just gonna give you the basic plot right now, and I guarantee it's gonna start weird. Okay? In the Middle East, a guy buries a box with a skull carved on it. That's how the film starts. And then he kills himself. And I knew this film was going to piss me off because when the guy kills himself, it's two guys who bury this box in the desert, right? He kills his friend with his rifle, right? And it's clearly a rifle that only has one shot. And he doesn't reload it. That pissed me off. That pissed me off from the very beginning. It does sound like Jumanji, but no. So yeah, it's clearly like a flintlock style rifle that he doesn't reload. It's like, didn't you fucking bother? Anyway, that kind of small detail really pisses me off. So anyway, buries this box. We don't know why. It's got a skull carved on it. It looks like the chinchiest piece of crap you've ever seen in your life. Right? Flash forward to modern day. Skeet Ulrich, of all people, runs an escape room attraction, and he's this is why I laughed at this, because it was like, that's your justification, okay? So anyway, he's running this escape room thing, and it's not doing good business. So what does he do? He says, I know what will bring in good business. I'm gonna buy this box, put it in one of my rooms where it's just gonna be there. It has nothing to do with anything. We're just going to put it in there. And apparently that's supposed to bring in business. That's the justification for the film. Anyway, he buys the box from Sean Young, who's in it for like 5 minutes. So kudos to her for getting the paycheck, I guess. And there's a really shit reference as well. Because she's like this spooky proprietor of occult and spiritual and all this weird stuff. And while Skeet Ulrich is looking around her shop and looking at the box and wanting to buy the box isn't for sale, you can't buy the box is dangerous, all that bollocks, she gets a phone call, and on the phone she says, she literally says, don't feed it after midnight and don't get it wet. Clearly talking about a gremlin. And it's like, why? Just why? I don't understand. So yeah, so apparently she sells gremlins. And that's pretty much her done. But anyway, he takes this box and puts it in his escape room. Because he thinks that's going to give him more business. And I don't know why. Because it doesn't do anything. The main characters find the box, open the box, but they didn't have to. Yes, that's a good point, actually. They're reminding us of better movies. And that's basically what they do. The main characters basically do nothing but spout references to better horror films the entire time. Until the first one gets killed, of course. Which, by the way, here's an interesting tidbit. The first guy who gets killed was the brother character in Hellraiser Judgment. That was a fucking surprise. So yeah. Oh, God. Anyway. They get put in this... Basically, it's 4 people. I'm not going to say they're teens. They were like 30-year-olds. But 4 people get put into Skeet Ulrich's escape room. And the thing about this escape room is they have to solve the thing because they're in the room with the killer. It's just a guy in a mask. Literally. And every 5 minutes, The chain, the guy is chained to the wall by this long chain, and every 5 minutes he manages to move further into the room, right? That's the escape room's plot. But in the plot of the film, somebody opens this skull box, which I remind you looks absolute shit, and then he gets possessed by a demon and becomes an actual killer. That's it. That's the entire plot. They have to go through this escape room. Basically, all of them die except for one. There's some bullshit at the end, but who gives a fuck? All of them get killed by this killer. Basically, imagine the film Halloween set in one room where people solve really fucking easy puzzles that seem a lot harder to them. And that's the plot. Yeah, the woman manages to get out within like 1 second or some bullshit. And then police show up because I'm not going to go into the details. Fucking hell. But police show up. They gun down the guy. They gun down the killer. Who got stabbed in the head, by the way, and didn't seem to be fazed by that, but bullets kill him. So anyway, he gets gunned down. And then the possessing spirit possesses Skeet Ulrich, who walks away sinisterly while he puts his hood up. Oh, he's a wrong'un. And that's literally how the film ends. Correction, that's not how the film ends. The film ends with a sequel hook. It had the balls to actually give it a sequel hook. Fucking hell. Yeah, the sequel hook is basically Skeet Ulrich's secretary, who really didn't do fucking much in the film, takes the box back to Sean Young, and she tells him that one day he'll come back for you. He's like, oh, and then that's it. And that's how the film ends. And it's fucking awful. Oh, God. So that was 2017's Escape Room. I hope you didn't mind me talking about that, because that was a film I saw and I was like, wow, holy shit. I can't believe it. I mean, I don't even know why I sat through it, honestly. Because it's just fucking awful. But, also, on my weird horror movie journey, I found another film. And this was a sequel to another film. So I'm going to talk about the original version, right? Now, I may have talked about this before, I'm not sure. But, I'm not going to be an egomaniac and say I'm an aficionado, but I really appreciate found footage films, right? If they are done right, it can be a very clever medium, right? Now, and I will say that I have found arguably one of the more clever and well-implemented found footage films out there. And I don't say that lightly. And people may have seen this. It is on Amazon Prime, actually. You can get it for free. It's called Hell House LLC. Now, before you tune out, the name sounds terrible. It's supposed to. Don't let that distract you, right? It's actually really well done with some really clever camera work. And I don't say that lightly. It's the camera work. I mean, there's some really obvious stuff, but there's some really good stuff in there as well. It was quite unnerving in parts. It's a very slow burn. Hell House is a very, very slow burn. But if you let it take you, you will get into it. Guaranteed. Basically, I don't even want to spoil it because it's actually really well done. Basically, it's about a Halloween haunted house thing. You know the things they do. They do a haunted house. They set up a haunted house for Halloween, and people go in, and it's scary and boo. Basically, that's why it's called Hell House LLC. It sounds cheesy because it's supposed to sound cheesy. So it's about this group of people who set up a haunted house called Hell House. And yes, this is where there are parts that are like, really? They set it up in the Abaddon Hotel. For fuck's sake. Yes, the Abaddon Hotel. So not the greatest. But anyway, they set it up, and on the night it opens, something goes wrong. We don't know what, but what's really clever is that there's cameras throughout, and throughout the course of the movie, you slowly get more and more detail. You see what happens, you see all the spooky stuff that happens while they're setting up, which is the more subtler stuff. And then you constantly flip back to the actual night, the opening night, and you see how it went wrong, what happened in the opening night. It's so cleverly implemented. Seriously, go out and see Hell House LLC. It is actually really quite clever. Don't get me wrong, it's not brilliant. It's very low budget, but they really use that budget well. And there are some really clever, subtle scenes in that. So, and like I said, don't say this lightly, but it's pretty damn close to being an absolutely fantastic found footage film. Seriously. And what's interesting about Hell House LLC is that it got a sequel. There's a sequel that come out recently, obviously called Hell House 2. Again, they're not great with names. Now, I definitely did not like the sequel as good as the first one, as well as... what am I talking about? I didn't like it as much as the first one, because I felt the sequel explained way too much. A lot of what happens in the first film goes unexplained, which is the best way to do it. They explain a fuck ton in the second one. But when I was watching it, I was thinking, this is weird. This definitely feels like a middle film. This doesn't feel like a sequel. It feels like the middle part of a trilogy. Guess what? The whole thing is designed to be a trilogy. So there's going to be a third one, which I'm actually looking forward to. I cannot wait to see how this thing concludes. Yes, the second one is actually kind of shit. But even with it being shit, there are some incredibly well done scare moments in that film. Oh my god. There's one particular scare moment that I'm like, that it starts out like, what the fuck? And then you're like, oh shit, that's actually really fucking creepy. Yeah, there's some really good moments in both those films. You will not be disappointed if you check those out. They are so well done. So well done. Anyway, I hope I haven't bored people. But yeah, that's the films I recently watched, and I don't get to recommend films outside of the reviews enough. But those films, I mean, obviously not Escape Room, fuck that film. But if you have a chance to see a Hell House, do it. Don't look anything up. Don't watch anything. Don't do any research on it. Just watch it and let it immerse you. Actually be immersed in it. And I guarantee you'll find it actually a lot better than some modern horror films. It's really impressive what they did. Just be prepared that the first one is very much a slow burn, and the second one kind of doesn't take itself seriously enough. It kind of goes into parody a little bit, unfortunately. But, like I said, there are some really clever moments. Really clever moments. And the fact that they can use... they use the found footage medium so well. You know, where they actually have... where it looks like effects are happening in camera. There's obviously like really subtle cuts here and there to get away with it, but it's so subtle that you almost always miss the cuts, and it's really cleverly done. Like, I've got nothing but praise. Well, I obviously don't have nothing but praise, but I've got so much respect for those films because they are so well done. And I'm going to stop gushing now. I do apologise. But if you do one thing, check out Hell House. At least the first one. At least the first one, because it was really good. Anyway, shall I continue? I think I've rambled on enough. I do apologise. Wait a second. I need a bit of... specifically called Hell House LLC. You won't be disappointed. I wasn't disappointed, and I went into it expecting garbage. With a name like that, complete garbage. But I was incredibly pleasantly surprised and kind of freaked out. It's one of those films that actually gets into your head and has you kind of looking over your shoulder every so often. Really well done. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to continue again. I do apologise if anyone was bored. Oh, speaking of creepy. There she is. Hello. Hello, darling. Love that. I love the flaming train going past. This game did it before War of the Worlds. At least I think it did. Ah! Ah, you bastard. I can't stop it. Stop it. Ah, there you are. But seriously though, I really do hope I didn't turn anyone off with my ridiculously long rant about films there. But what can I say? I love a good found footage film. Have you seen Cam? No, I have not. I don't know what that is. I'm one of the few people apparently that actually really loves the Blair Witch Project. So much so I bought all the goddamn games. Can't play them like, but I bought them. Oh, wrong way. Oh crap. Time to get the jetpack on. Or rocket boots, that's it, rocket boots. Gotcha. Hang on, there's a lot of things going on in the chat, hold on. Oh, okay. You're just talking about Blair Witch. Sorry, I couldn't quite keep track of what was going on. A friend of mine watched. Didn't call each other on their cell phones. Okay. The sequel to Blair Witch is fucking garbage, and the most recent Blair Witch film is even more fucking garbage. Holy shit, that film is crap. But the first one, no problems with. Oh, I remember this bit. At least the controls aren't inverted this time. Shit. Oh crap. Shit. Yes, I definitely think the sirens were in the game.
What happened? I thought we lost you.
Unscheduled stuff. Where am I?
I'm out
How did you end up there? Hang on.
Plasma as well.
This won't be the most pleasant route, but it'll get you to the Cassini Towers residential sector. Damn it! Timon has your signal again. Keep moving.
Okay.
You're very important to him, Isaac. Hold tight. I'll contact you soon.
Only 6, that's not good. Anything else? Got a lot of cash. So I guess I can buy ammo if I need it. Which I do. Oop, God damn it. What is that? Schematic push rifle. I already own one. Aha! I knew ya. Aha! Yeah, tricksy bastard. Guess we'll use this for a while, I guess. Not a lot of ammo, but nice as well. And again, apart from kind of losing health a lot quicker, I'm not really seeing a lot of spike in difficulty yet. But, you know, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, God. I believe those are the Horde. Horde or the Swarm, something like that. Oh, shit. I think they're called the Swarm. Anyway, they are kids, basically kid necromorphs that they work in numbers. One of them is really easy to defeat, but they throw a shit ton at you all at once, which is what the plasma rifle's for. Plasma rifle? No, not plasma rifle. Pulse rifle. Oh boy. Yep, here they come. They're gonna be here soon. Trixie's fine candies. The galaxy's best candies. There's not much competition there though. Lemon gun! I don't know why I wanted to do that. I just felt like I wanted to. Oh yeah, if you don't like the spider babies, you definitely won't like the angry teens, we'll call them. Oh crap! Here they come. Ah! Bastards! Run! That was fucking close. Jesus.
Isaac, you're still alive? We can't talk.
That's what I know,
tracking
though.
our signals. Are the memories coming back to you? They're coming back to me. The good ones. And the bad ones. The more I remember, the more my head hurts. I keep seeing a symbol. The symbol's too Isaac. In him. They keep
There we
seeing
go,
his
that's
face.
better.
Shit, found me.
Hang on. Excellent, right. Let's sell some shit. I do not need ripper blades. Rivet bolts for the rivet gun. Seeker rifle. So those are the seeker shells. Yeah, I don't have a rivet gun. Detonator mines. Cartridge of mines for the detonator tool. I haven't got a detonator tool, have I? I don't think so. I'm going to leave that there. I don't know if that's the grenade launcher. Take some of that. And to be honest, I'm going to need some pulse rounds as well. Take some of that. Can you pick up any nodes? No. Oh. Keeps your suit. $60, nice. There we go. Right. And I think we're going to go through the Unitology Center soon. No you don't, you little bastard.
Hey Dana, there's this crazy guy who keeps contacting me. I saw him back at the hospital.
Nolan Stross. He was a patient in the project, just like you.
Yeah? Well, why was he there? What does he want?
He's a psychopath, Isaac. Stay clear of him. He murdered his own wife and child.
Yeah, he did. Now I know there's a secret something. Ah ha ha! Gimme, 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 gimme. I need to get a better angle on that. Bold. But those are apparently the... That's just not practical. I can tell you that now. That's just not practical. Come on. Levitations. I imagine that's some kind of levitating bed. How the hell can I get that? I can't get a good angle on it. There we go. Got it. Yeah, we're going into the Unitology Center. Oh boy. Find your peace. Oop. Text log. To be honest, the Unitology stuff is kind of interesting. A publication for the followers of Michael Altman. Altman be praised. We, the children of the marker, grow tired of the oppressive, thinly veiled attacks from EarthGov on our rights to worship as we please. Boy. Reduced hours of operation for the church, fire marshal restrictions on the size of revival events, permits needed to distribute literature. These are all poorly concealed attempts to quash the truth, our truth, and they will not succeed. The blasphemous, short-sighted, reckless, destructive and hopeless path that EarthGov has us on is a dead end, one that only Unitology has the answer to. Altman has foreseen it, and we are blessed to execute it. Prepare yourselves, brothers and sisters, convergence is nigh. And yeah, again, I don't think things like Michael Altman were mentioned in the first game. So you can tell that the Unitology stuff has been very much expanded for this one. Ah, you bastard. That pose does not look fucking comfortable at all. That does not look easy to perform. People, mind,
I thought you were
purpose.
routing me to residential. This looks like a Unitology recruitment
One
center.
people, one mind,
Am I
one
still on
purpose.
track?
Clever.
Yes. There's an old maintenance access point in there that'll take you through the waste disposal system and into the Cassini Towers. Stay sharp.
There's a lot of text log, if I remember correctly here, because this is like the lore dump. Recruiting has slowed markedly in the last few weeks. This is surely due to EarthGov's recent slander campaign, painting us as carpetbaggers and insurrectionists in the press. Regions from the churches at venues Waypoint and the Heliopause Observer are shocking in later this week. What? Oh, shocking in. Sorry, shocking in later this week to strategize a response. Expect additional budget to be allocated to public relations and media to combat this trend. Also, the CEC layoffs continue to negatively affect recruiting targets. We are down almost 30% year on year. Gibbo. Which, isn't that the guy who was in charge of EA? I'm pretty sure Frank Gibbo? That sounds like a developer. I'm sure that's some developer's name. They do have jump drives. They are called shock point drives in this game. In this universe, rather. Oh boy. That's going to get blown out. There it goes. See ya. Oh crap! Angry teens. Oh, it disappeared. Those smash so satisfyingly well. Also, you can kill people with markers. Ooh. Whoa! That is one sharp-ass lamp. Holy crap. That lamp is sharp. Not even the spiky part of the marker was the part that was in the roof. And again, stop picking up the fucking tables. But anyway, I kind of want one of those. I'd love to have a marker. Yeah, Frank Gibbo was the CEO of Zynga, and he was the head of mobile at EA. The bastard! Oh. They have a picture there, the Ishimura, which is weird. That's a really specific ship. Why would they pick the Ishimura of all of them? Well, yeah, there you go. So maybe EA is referencing themselves, which is disgusting. You can't actually fight in here, so there's actually no tension, because if you're attacked, it's supposed to happen. Oh. I think he's supposed to be sitting in his chair. That's a bit of a fuck up. Yeah, he's supposed to be sitting in the chair, unfortunately. Or maybe he was supposed to be just slumped there. Either way, he wasn't supposed to be floating.
Okay. Whoever sees this, listen up. You can use kinesis to pull blades off dead ones and shoot it back at them. Watch.
The game's still telling you things you've been doing for an hour. To be honest, it's actually more of an interesting and clever way of doing it than they used to do.
You see? Just shoot it back at them. I'm gonna bleed out soon. I got clipped pretty bad earlier. So this helps you out. Whoever you are.
Thank you. Now I own your legs. Shut it down. Bench.
Diagnostic load initiated from waste compression chamber 752. Compressor piston offline. It is now safe to enter.
Okay. So we can increase capacity and damage. We can increase speed and reload. Capacity and damage as well. Reload. Oh, Ryan. Hello. Welcome. Capacity and damage. Why not? But we still need to get over here. Plenty of ammo for them. Plasma guns. But now that's shut down, we should be able to get in there, I think. Ooh. Oh crap, behind me. I'm slowed. Nope, not behind me. Weird. Oh, you little fucker. He kicked that towards me. I don't even know if that was intentional, but the little fucker. Oh yes. The much better flying mechanics. So much more fun. Now I can literally go anywhere. And then reorientate myself to the ground. If I get confused like I am right now. There we go. So much better than the first game. Thank you for watching the White Noise video, I appreciate that. Take care, Tin Pan. Goodbye. Oh, hello, Yogo. What is that? Yoga Bagaba. I'm pretty sure you picked that name just so you can hear people try and pronounce it. But anyway, oh, Yo Gabba Gabba. Okay. Doesn't make any more sense to me. It's easy to pronounce it again, but I don't really quite understand it. Okay. Yes, I will be playing Dead Space 3. Yo Gabba Gabba is a show. Kids TV show, really? Okay. That's yours. Hit the jetpack hard. Did the volume just get louder? I mean, there is a lot of background noise. So that could be the reason why I'm a bit quieter. Oh, crap. Much better. Okay, fine. I think it was just the big fan thing. Getting lots of credits. It's crazy. Oh. Someone kind of startled me. Damn it. I don't have a power node either. Which would have been a shame because I think it would have powered that up, but maybe... Well, maybe not. Is there a way of powering this up? Somebody said my name then. I was able to check out some of your videos, Rayan. Gotta be honest, not a lot was my kind of thing. It kind of, and I'm only being honest here, but it kind of focused a bit too much on the, how do you put it? viral hate, shall we say, of certain franchises. I just felt that was a bit much. What was it? At least 4 videos on the subject. Just telling you what I see. I mean, you know, I'm not going to stop anyone from saying whatever the hell they want. That's perfectly fine. It's just not for me. Oh, a little bastard. How much easier to deal with? Yeah, I get that those videos are a ton of views, but that's kind of what puts me off. Don't get me wrong. I have checked out some of your videos, and they're not all like that. But that sort of thing kind of puts me off. Like, you can do one video on it, fair enough. But if you keep doing videos on it, then you got a complex. That's why I don't belabor the point. I don't keep going on about something. Oh yeah, this is someone... I can't be arsed reading that. It's a bit too long for me right now. Because my eyes are going. It's a bit too late. Did you check out the ones on Hellraiser? I saw them. I think something distracted me at the time. I think I might have been focusing on other things. But I will go back to them and see what some of them say. Don't worry about that. But I think I just got distracted at the time because it was release week for a video. But yes, I know they exist, and I have picked out ones I'm going to watch. Don't worry about that. I have them somewhere in my endless array of tabs. Contact beam energy. Who the fucking hell needs contact beam energy? But what about the orangutan? What? Why is somebody talking about an orangutan? I don't understand. Tunnicliffe provides some insight into sequels 3 to 8. So he provides insight into sequels he had no part of. Because I don't think he did. I mean, if he did and I'm wrong, fair enough. Well, you know. Not a lot of insight there. And hey, I get it. Special effects can be hard. But special effects are dictated by directors and producers, surely. The special effects does not drive a film, for the most part. They can, but those films, they do not. And to be honest, a lot of the special effects in those films don't make any sense. And I've mentioned this several times, in fact. There are some things in those films, special effects wise, that are kind of nonsensical. But maybe that's what you're talking about. Maybe he explains that shit. It all depends if I can tolerate it. Oh, here we go. That's right. Why is there a bowl of blood? There'll be another freaky moment coming. It's always a freaky moment when there's kids' music playing. Oh, the spinning things are markers and skulls. That's clever. The spinning things turn into a skull and then the marker. I like that. Yeah, you know, kid's bedroom, 1,000 credits on the nightstand. Very clever use of lighting in this game. Someone keeps saying Isaac's name. It's really irritating. Oh.
Dana, Tideman soldiers have found me. They're tracking me in some sort of gunship.
You're almost here. Hurry.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that is the actual marker. I think that's a mock-up. I think that's, from what I remember, that is like a mock-up made from like Titan itself. But I could be wrong. I think the original marker is actually hidden somewhere. It's a bit open to have it there. It's kind of deceptive though, because I have actually seen Let's Plays where people think that, oh shit, hello. I've seen Let's Plays where people think that's actually the original black marker, and I'm like, no, that doesn't make much sense. Oh, someone had a mishap. Well, we're actually in the unitology section, so these are all crazy people who think they are going to go to some kind of heaven or convergence. So that's why there are candles all over the place, because they think their Ragnarok has begun, basically. Which, to be honest, you know, got to give them some credit. They're not wrong. Oh boy, here we go. This is actually really tough. No, you don't do it. There's another one. Shit. There's another infected somewhere. Ah, shit, there it is. Oh no, that's not an infected. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a regular. Will you stop fucking moving? Bugger! I just saw my head go flying. I'm definitely dead. That was terrible. Let's stop using the line gun. I'm not using that enough. But I literally saw my head go flying this way. That was quite impressive. Wait for it. Oh, just enough ammo for all of that. Holy crap. Kill these sons of bitches as well. He very nearly turned this one. Little bastard. Hello. Anyway, stop playing with the dead bodies. Oh, here we go. This is the massive lore dump. Because every single one of these has lots of lore and all this crap. It's the first one about finding it in the Chicxulub crater, I believe it's called.
In 2214, a geophysicist named Michael Altman made a discovery that would change history. Buried at the impact site of a crater
It's quiet for me too, by the way.
Peninsula, he uncovered a divine alien presence, the Marker. The Marker spoke to Altman and revealed a plan that would unify mankind and lead them to a bright new future.
Bullshit. If you want to know the actual story, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Read Dead Space Martyr. It's actually a bloody good story.
Hear more about the Marker and the unity it promised after Michael Altman told the world of his profound discovery. But there were those who felt threatened by Altman's message. On March 15th, 2215, Altman was assassinated and thus became the first martyr for the church.
Yeah.
Altman's followers mourned his death but found divine solace in his message of unity. They would not allow the truth to be silenced and form the Church of Unitology to bring his teachings to the world. Today, the Church of Unitology can be found everywhere in the known universe. Its message is just as strong and relevant today as it was when Altman first revealed it. Billions of believers can be found across all social, economic, and cultural groups, and more are joining every day. Growing from a small group of devout miners on Titan, the Titan Station Church of Unitology has flourished into a hub of Unitology worship, practice, and learning. It boasts one of the largest and most beautiful churches in the Sol system, and is often the site of the annual Unitology Enigma Symposium.
Ooh. I'd love to be able to translate all this stuff, but it would take so goddamn long. Anyway, let's finish it up.
As we await glorious convergence, it is important to continue to nurture our relationship with the Marker and understand the future it is preparing for us. The Marker calls to all of us. It is our duty to approach it with an open heart and open mind.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Whatever you call it, the Patreon. Thank you, Rian. I really appreciate that. Let me just check, because I don't get email notifications. Yep, that's all good. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Oh, uh-oh.
It's Timon! He's found you! Into the church, hurry!
Should I have been running that whole time? That seemed weird. Because it seems like I should have been okay just to sit there, really.
Dana, the Church of Unitology? Why here?
It's one of the few places on Titan Station that Tideman can't monitor. Separation of church and state.
No, Dana, we shouldn't be in here. This is the last place we want to be right now.
Isaac! My brother died trying to rescue you. This is important. This will work. I'm in a safe room at the top of the church. Meet me there, okay?
I appreciate any and all donations. As I said last time, it's perfectly fine. It's always more than enough, regardless. Also, yeah, it's never good when a church proudly displays indoctrination. They don't seem to have a problem with that. That's not a good thing. All of these things do stuff as well. Shut up.
We're glad you've come to visit our sanctuary and place of light and hope. Our tour guides are looking forward to showing you the
He looks happy.
and what a meaningful and enlightening impact we can have in your daily life. There is, of course, no obligation of any kind with this tour.
Sure.
Kindly remember to stay with your tour guide at all times. Someone will be with you shortly.
The $10 hang on. The tiers on the Patreon. The reason why the $10 review request here is sold out is because I have quite the backlog, and it makes more sense to clear the black backlog until before I open it up again. So that's why that's sold out. Last time I checked, the other one wasn't sold out, but I'll just double check. Oh yeah, the narration request thing is sold out, but it's not supposed to be. I'm actually going to fix that 1 second. Because narrations are quite a lot easier to do than reviews, so there's no reason why there should be a limit on those. Hang on, let me fix that. I know you. I'm not saying you should donate to that or anything, and I'm not expecting you to donate or anything. I'm just saying, for my own peace of mind, that should be open. There we go. I don't know why it was like that. Yeah, I fixed that. So yeah, not all the $10 ones are sold out. If you want to request a narration, that's not sold out. So I can do that quite easily. So yeah, anyway, I fixed that now, so if anybody actually does want to request a narration on the Patreon page, you can do. Like I said, it wasn't supposed to be sold out. Apologies. Oh, you guys are going to get dismembered quite quickly. Gotta dismember them properly. Because these fuckers will come back otherwise. He got a bit dirty there. I'm stomping some religious grapes right now. Ah, you bastards. No, you don't, you little prick. Ah! There's another one. You gotta be quick with these guys. They multiply quite quickly. No. Yeah, it is kind of a surprise at how easy it is to just essentially dismember someone with the back of your boot. That was both legs in one stomp. I know this is out of left field, but what are your favourite bands? This could be interesting because I could get a lot of hate for the kind of bands I like. But I like Evanescence. I've always liked Evanescence since the very beginning, and I still like Evanescence, even though they're like, it's only one person now, and it's always been the same person throughout. But I like Evanescence. I even like Synthesis. I like something like, what's a good one? Iron Maiden. I like Iron Maiden. I make a reference to Iron Maiden in the next video I'm making, in fact. Can't go wrong with Iron Maiden. Bruce Dickinson. I like Bruce Dickinson's solo work a lot. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. God damn it. I haven't used the Seeker rifle rather. Oh, hello. Nice. Capacity is for shit, but it's alright. Oh. And you love Evanescence too. Excellent. And yeah, I do like a bit of Marilyn Manson. Brian. Love Brian. I don't know why I always say that when I mention Marilyn Manson. It's just funny. Infidel. Again, always a good thing to say. No, there's no really bad connotations with that. You're not allowed to listen to My Immortal anymore. Why? Is that serious or... No. What was this way? Oh, that's back the way we came. Yeah. No, stop asking me that. Oh, right, it's because you kept playing it so much. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, they're turning into Ghost Rider.
Is coming, and unitology is helping it happen. Have you ever felt like you were meant to be part of something bigger? Then maybe unitology found 200 years ago by our
Oh, I see. Indoctrination booths. Again, all very problematic. Indoctrination test phase. Results for someone called Casey Millum. Desire to socially belong, high. I guess they like that. Unassertiveness, low. Gullibility, low. That's not what they like. Tolerance for ambiguity, high. Cultural disillusionment, low. Yeah, even I can tell this guy is not church material. The subject is highly unlikely to stay affiliated with the church after a short period of time. We would expect him to exit the system after the tithing requirements section of the initiation. We should invite him to go as far as he'd like, but do not book future earnings against him. Beautiful. Now, hang on. If I remember correctly... I've got a panel between my legs. That's weird. Now, if I remember correctly... Oh boy. Whoa, that was close. Bugger, I missed. There we go. Oh. Lovely. What was that? Sorry. Have I got a dog in the Game of Thrones fight? Didn't Game of Thrones end like 2 days ago? I know what happens. I'm familiar with the finale. I haven't seen the finale, but I know what happens. I'm a casual fan in that I have DVDs. I have DVDs, almost all of them bought for me by someone else. I have never actually purchased them myself. And I like the show. And okay, one thing I will say, right? One thing I will say about this whole season 8 of Game of Thrones bullshit, right? The simple fact is, right, people are pissed that season 8 isn't very good. The finale season isn't very good, right? Welcome to the club, Game of Thrones fans. We've been dealing with that for fucking decades. Things like Angel, Lost, Babylon 5, shit like that, all ended on shit. We didn't sign petitions. We didn't get all pissy. No, we just accepted it. We got annoyed, but we accepted it. We didn't expect people to bow to our whims and make a new season. Fuck off. Yeah, I wasted like half a decade on fucking Lost. Or however fucking long it was. I'm not upset at how Game of Thrones ended because I don't care. It doesn't matter how it ended. It ended how they wanted to end it. So what? There's always the books. Read a book if you're that annoyed by it. Enterprise. There's another good one. Jesus. That show was just getting good until they ripped it out. So, you know, it's basically people who are new to the whole geek culture thing. Anything that's slightly nerdy or slightly geek culture that would have been classed as that like 5 years ago or 10 years ago isn't anymore. Now it's popular. But now people don't know how to understand how these things work. They always end on shit. Exactly, with Stargate. Remember how Stargate was? Fucking hell. That's another one. All of them. You know. I've learned to accept it. So that's why I am doubly surprised at the reaction to the last series. It's like, get over it, people. It's a TV show at the end of the day. It's not the TV show's fault if you hinged your entire personality on it. Okay? Grow up. That's what I say. Just grow up. And learn to accept things. Same with movies. Oh, God. Petition culture. Petition culture is really irritating when it comes to movies. Same with the whole Robert Pattinson thing. Jesus Christ. I'm not going off on one. I'm just making my opinion out there. I'm just leaving it there. And are you a wrestling fan? I'm a very casual wrestling fan. I do like... I like to hear about it. I know a little bit about it and what's going on. I have other friends who are massive, massive fans of wrestling. So I kind of get, you know, stuff from outside. Going back to the whole Robert Pattinson thing, right? People have been pissed off at who's been cast as Batman for decades. People were pissed off when Michael Keaton was cast as Batman. People were pissed off when Val Kilmer was cast as Batman. Okay, I'll give you that one. People were pissed off when George Clooney... Okay, it's not been a great track record. People were pissed off when Christian Bale was cast as Batman because they didn't want a British Batman. Because apparently he was going to play as British, you know. So the whole Batman thing, I don't care. People were annoyed when Heath Ledger was cast as the Joker. Come on, give the guy a chance. That's all I'm saying. It might be shit. It might be great. No one can know. I hate Twilight too. Twilight is not for me. I'm glad to hear other people hate Twilight, because it is terrible. But the guy's an actor, okay? It's not Edward Cullen playing Batman. The guy is an actor, and quite frankly, a pretty damn good one from what I've seen. So, yeah, just wait and see, people. Stop freaking out. Everyone just constantly freaking out about everything. It's like, fucking hell. What happened to being so calm and just letting things just happen and then experiencing them? Why are we reacting to things that haven't even happened yet? But anyway, I'm just giving my 2 cents on the whole, all of this crap situation, because a lot of it's just so dull. Anyway, I seem to be in a break moment. I have been going for quite a while, actually. But if people are still interested in watching, I'll keep playing. I don't mind. That's what the chat's for. Don't apologise. Don't apologise for talking in the chat. That's what the chat's for. There's nothing worse than being on Twitch and the chat is just dead. So if you've got questions, if you've got comments, if you want to ask me something, tell me something, or anything like that, please send it my way. I don't mind. It's exactly what it's for. I'm having a drink, sorry. But it's quite hot in this room. I don't know why this room gets so hot. It's probably the computer, actually. That's probably a big reason. You are a lively bunch, but that's why I love you. Air conditioner? Ha! This is the UK. The UK has never even heard of air conditioning. In America, air conditioning is almost a standard thing in almost all buildings. At least that's what the perception is. I don't know what the truth is. But here, hell no. What did I think of the Joker teaser? I really liked it. I've got no problems with it. I will watch it and see what it's like. I will wait and see. Because I am not one to take trailers lightly or too heavily. Sometimes trailers can tell you what a movie's like. Sometimes a trailer can really tell you that it's going to be shit. But most of the time, if it's not a definitely outright shit trailer for a shit movie, then for me personally, I will have to wait and see. I gather some people did not like it. I liked it. I had no problems with it. I do wish you would watch Paprika. I'm pretty sure you've told me about that before, but I'm not too sure what that is. I think I've forgotten what you told me about that. I will make a note. I have made a note to check that out then. Right. Well, that security suit. It's not like I need it. For completion's sake, I feel like I need to have that. Oh, hello. Can you get off me, please, dear? Thank you. Hallucination. Also, that's an interesting thing, because the whole needle in the eye thing is actually quite relevant. So that's a nice little foreshadowing there. Doing that just allows me to go back where I came. Oh boy. Oh crap. The raptors. The raptors are arguably the most irritating creatures in the game, because they are far too clever for their own good. This will reload everything. Yeah, there are some minor sort of slight visual references and tonal references to Event Horizon in Dead Space. Oh boy. You seen anything for the game Hellpoint? No, no I haven't. Oh boy. They're very clever, these bastards. Because they lure you quite effectively. Whoops.
Data, I'm locked out. There's something in the church. It broke the door.
Hang on. I'll try to override all the gates from the area.
There's something out here, too.
Oh, here they come. Shit. Oh, they're quick. Shit. God damn it. Death sequence. That's one thing about rarely dying in these games. You miss the kind of well done death sequences. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah. That one.
There's something in the church. It broke the door.
Hang on. I'll try to override all the gates in the area.
Hurry. There's something out here, too.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Isaac! I don't think I can open...
There's 2 left. Nice try. Nope. 1 left. Go on, try that again, you son of a bitch. Oh, quick. Didn't work that time, did it?
Dana, you there?
Isaac, I can't unlock the entrance. Can you do anything from your end?
Let me see what I can do.
Okay, once you're through, you'll go through the funerary wing of the church and down into the creek. It's very important you not disturb... No. No, Earthcub can't jam us in here. Not in here.
Dana! Dana! Important that I what?
I think I handled that fight a lot better than I did the first time anyway. The pulse rifle is becoming quite useful. Anything that's a bit too quick for me, that I don't need precision with, seems to be pretty good. Those guys keep on coming. There we go. Semiconductor. Oh, well done, dude. Bless him, he tried. Entering the crypts. Chapter 5 already. Bloody hell. Wow, I went through 5 chapters tonight. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it there for this evening, because I've gone on a lot longer than I usually do. But, oop, cancel, wrong one. There we go. But yeah, we're going to end the game there. But as usual, always there's always time for questions, comments, anything people want to talk, say to me that I might have missed, because the chat goes a lot quicker than I expect nowadays. I might need to get some kind of moderator bot thing, perhaps. So yeah, if there's anything I've missed, let me know. One more rant. Well, if you want to rant, you're going to have to give me a subject. But there's no guarantee that a rant will be there. But I'm sure there would be, let's be honest, knowing me. But I appreciate everyone coming out and watching. Especially appreciate the twiddlies donated by Psycho Studios and Darth Revan. Crazy generous, as always. Any and all donations are highly appreciated. Terminator 6 trailer coming Thursday. Couldn't give a flying toss. Genuinely don't care anymore about Terminator. I have nothing left to give. I don't care. Ooh, I'm yawning. If anyone's wondering. Sorry. So yeah, if anyone does have anything, whether I've missed it or not, let me know. Oh dear. Ugh. I'm gonna need to change that. Ugh. Blah, blah, blah. That's nasty. I've talked about the Hellraiser reboot. I'm cautious about it. I genuinely don't know how it goes. It could go either way. I mean, future experience tells me it's going to be terrible, but you never know. And the vape flavour is some kind of sour strawberry, by the way. Speaking of reboots, I'm not too sure what's up with the whole... I'm going to double check this because I may have gotten the thing wrong. Hang on. Yeah, the whole Chris Rock is rebooting the Saw franchise. That just confuses me, frankly. I don't know why. I don't know why that's happening. I think some people are suggesting that Chris Rock is trying to be like the next Peel. It didn't need a reboot, but then again, it didn't need a sequel either, and people still did that. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That's a really weird choice. But I'm open to anything right now because the Saw franchise is fucking garbage. So many of them. I mean, a lot of them were just kind of making it up as they went along. So, whatever. Anything can be good if it's made right. We shall see. But yeah, I don't think we need it. We don't need it. We didn't need Saw 3. We didn't need Saw 2. But, you know, there was a time when Saw was the most lucrative horror franchise out there. Now it's the Conjuring bullshit. I did read that Reeves is interested in doing another Constantine movie. No problems from me. But that's not because Keanu Reeves was good for the part. He wasn't. Because let's be honest, he just wasn't. It was a weird casting that didn't make any sense. But I will always say that if it's got Keanu Reeves in it, more than likely I will watch it. He's just one of those actors that I will always watch. I own that Ronin film, whatever it was called, for example. And hell, if they do a Constantine film, let's have him cross over with Matt Ryan. Then we can actually, you know, then, you know, my Constantine fandoms will converge quite beautifully. And I probably will take on The Matrix. I will probably look at The Matrix at some point. To be honest, though, I want to do it right, my way. So that requires actually reading the stuff the actors were required to read. Like, again, I've got to check what it's called. Simulacra and simulation. Things like that. Because the actors were required to read that. I kind of want to have at least a little bit of a passing glance at that. And there's other books as well. And it might not even come up. There might not be any need to read them. But personally, I find it's helpful. Because it puts you in the headspace of what the actors and what the directors were doing at the time. And I think that's important. Especially with a film like The Matrix where there's a lot of stuff going on there. So eventually. In the script I'm writing right now, in fact, I talk a bit about The Matrix. Do I like historical movies? I guess it depends on the history. Some history I find more interesting than others. But I'm not adverse to it. It all depends on if it's, you know, real life history or a made up history. Like, for example, it's the difference between Schindler's List and Inglourious Bastards. But then again, No, there's nothing to that. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah. As a hobby, you study the English royal from between 14th and 17th centuries. I had to do that in high school. Yeah, the War of the Roses. Oh God, I had to do that in high school. So definitely not something I want to visit again. Because to be honest, if British history reflected what we were taught, British history goes like this, right? Battle of Agincourt, War of the Roses, World War II, modern day. That's all that happens, apparently, in the UK. Nothing else happened. If you go by our history classes. Because that's all they fucking talk about. Oh, and the Spanish Armada. So anything that kind of harkens back to my high school days, I tend to avoid, like the plague. Ironic, considering that's another thing we spoke about, the plague as well. That's another one. Very briefly though. Here's a British history class on the plague. The plague happened, loads of people died. Let's move on. Anyway, I think that'll be it for me tonight. Like I said, I am currently working on the next script, but the actual next video is already written. It's already written, so I'm filming that next week. I'm filming that at the beginning of next week to be released at the end of next week. That's the plan, because I'm using this week to write the next script. And it's going to piggyback like that from now on. So yeah. So have no fear. There won't be a review this week, but next week there will be a review. And it will be White Noise 2. It will confuse you. It will confound you. And you will laugh at it, like I did, because it is laughable. And it takes itself way too fucking seriously. Holy shit. Anyway, not to show my hand too soon. Anyway, yes, they made a sequel to White Noise. And it's the whole reason I decided to do White Noise in the first place. Because White Noise on its own, it's actually kind of a mediocre film. It's a meh film that doesn't really have any impact. But White Noise 2, oh, the stuff they do there. It's like a how-to of making shit horror films. It really is. Just to give you an idea of the quality of White Noise 2, they make a big thing, like a massive thing, of over 666 and an upside down cross, which is so wrong. It's unbelievable. But they actually make a big deal out of that. And they try to take it very seriously. Like the Omen style seriously. And it's hilarious. So that's going to be one to watch, I think. That's going to be the ridiculous one. Anyway, I've shown my hand a bit too much. But anyway. So yeah. There's probably going to be, if I can actually get my arse in gear and do a bit of extra stuff, there might be a few narrations coming out this week just to fill the void a bit and get rid of the narration backlog. So there might be a few short narration videos this week as well. Pardon me, I'm burping. Classy. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, a few short narration videos. If I feel extra motivated, I might do one of my own narrations. That'll be a lot longer. But we'll see. Anyway. That's all from me. I will see you next Tuesday. Oh, maybe. I might have an opportunity to stream tomorrow, actually. I mean, you tell me. Would you actually like me to stream tomorrow? Because I might be able to. It's up to people, really. So, if people want me to. Yeah, so, well, we shall see. I might stream tomorrow then as well. Depending on how I feel. If I get a significant amount of this next script done. We shall see. Anyway. But that's all in the future. So, thank you once again. And again, I can't say thanks you enough to the people donating Twiddlies. It's always mind-blowing when people do that. I am tired, yes. And yeah, I want to make this clear. If people actually want to talk to me, like Rayan just said, if you actually do want to talk to me, there's the Facebook page. There's the Twitter. It's all there. You don't have to wait for a stream if you want to ask me something. I don't care. So yeah. I'm just throwing that out there because I genuinely don't mind. Anyway, I'm going to end it now. So good night. Or good day. And yeah, see you on the next stream. It will probably more than likely be a stream next. So yeah. Good night. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming out. Bye.